I'm Dr. Ava Cadell, founder of Loveology University, with a doctorate in human behavior and sexuality. Welcome to my guide to BDSM and power play for couples, where you will learn the secrets to power exchange and lots of kinky pleasures. Explore your boundaries, you will push them and expand your sexual horizons while enriching your love life for you and for your partner. I hope that you discovered some new, sensual, playful, and highly erotic tips to add even more sizzle and spice into your love life. I'm Dr. Ava, your personal love coach, and I look forward to sharing more exciting how-to videos with you. But until then, stay sexy.
I like most about exchanging power during intimacy. I can play both roles. I'm very open-minded as far as intimacy goes, but I like the dominant type of role play more than anything.
What I like most about power exchange during intimacy is to allow the person that I'm with an opportunity to do something maybe out of their character. You know, something that they might not be predisposed to do initially. Such as where normally I would be a dominant person and doing things like hair pulling, choking, and stuff like that. I don't have the hair part, but we can certainly go with the choking. I would allow that person to have that opportunity, but that always comes with a certain amount of trust.
I would say keep an open mind as far as exploring new things with BDSM. I definitely like the safe words. I mean, different couples like to do a wide range of new maneuvers and stuff. So, I mean, definitely have your middle ground and keep an open mind with things. And sometimes you'll find that you like you like a lot of stuff that you didn't expect to like.
What I would recommend to couples who are interested in trying BDSM or things along those lines, something like what she said, is just the biggest thing is communication. Prior to, not during. You know, kind of like setting the stage before you get there. You know, like for instance, okay, look, I have this necktie, I want to use this, or I have this belt and I'm thinking that we should maybe use this. Okay, well, how are you going to use it? Well, I kind of want to use it like this. And you kind of go over those limits or expectations of those implementations prior to getting in the mix of it when the person's tied up and gagged, and now all of a sudden you bring out something they're not okay with. So it's that initial communication and setting the boundaries, and then the communication during the activities. One of my favorite BDSM techniques is probably like floggers and, okay, that's not true. Cat of nine. Cat of nine is probably my favorite implement as far as BDSM techniques go, because it's so acute. You know, it's something that can be done very lightly, and it's something that could really injure that person too. So it kind of plays that line. You have to know how to use it. It's not just like having a heavy flogger thudding against somebody. It's something you need to practice with.
My favorite BDSM technique would probably be the restraints. Very attracted, and I love the restraints. Handcuffs, pantyhose, anything along that line I love. So
my rewards would probably be along the lines of like verbal accolades, like verbal cues. That's good, I like that right there, don't stop doing that, those kind of things. Punishment would be allowing somebody to do something physical to me, you know, like a flog or a paddle or something like that. You know, that'd definitely be a punishment.
We use a lot of red for stop immediately, yellow for you're getting along the lines of you need to be very cautious of what you're doing, and green would probably be keep going and don't stop.
as far as the safe words and phrases is the ones that Cameron already said. In addition to that, yellow also kind of doubles with mercy, because with mercy you can also stay in the moment, so it doesn't necessarily break that character role you have going on. And it's something that other doms can play off of. So if I have to tell her mercy, then it kind of gives her open range for admonishment for not taking what she wanted me to take.
So for me, the dynamics of pleasure, pain, and BDSM, pretty much for me, instead of using the word pain, I would prefer to say sensation. Because pain comes in such different levels, and for me, you can actually get quite a huge turn on from pain itself, as long as there is again the trust between two people, right?
Trust is always important.
So yes, for me that worked fine.
For me, the difference between a top and bottom relationship versus a dominant and a submissive has to do more with, okay, I'm going to break it down a little bit. When I am a dominant, for me it's a very large power play. It's all about the playing with power and using that power to provide pleasure for, in this case, the submissive. As a submissive, it's all about receiving that power, submitting to it, and going with it while you trust that they're not going to overpower you fundamentally.
As a top giving to a bottom, I would like to think that again there is a high level of control, giving pleasure to your so-called slave. Because obviously being submissive means to obviously be controlled by another person, right? And pretty much being submissive, that's a huge different role, completely opposite to being dominant. I want to say again, there has to be a lot of trust there. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, trust is the number one thing that should be between two individuals engaging in any sort of play or relationship. You gotta have the trust.
And as for being a top, as versus being a bottom, again, I guess being the top, there is a lot of control there as well, and because you are obviously the giver, let's say, in the relationship there, right?
Yep. And then the bottom.
And then the bottom, yeah.
The receiver.
Yes.
Kind of like a pitcher and a catcher.
There you go.
Somebody pitches, somebody else catches.
Okay, I'll catch the ball then.
Okay.